Hello, good afternoon. My name is Nasle of Global Ace Agency here in Malaysia, and I am the Philippine recruiter. I receive your buy data from Phil Employ Agency in the Philippines. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you speak English or can you understand English?
Yes,
Are you a
ma'am.
100% willing to come here in Malaysia without any hesitation? Are
Yes,
you sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any friends or relatives here?
No, ma'am.
So this is your first time working here in Malaysia.
Yes,
Our interview, it will be recorded and it will be uploaded in our YouTube channel. But at the same time, your profile will be uploaded in our website. Do you agree?
ma'am.
Can you
Yes,
help me
ma'am.
introduce yourself, please?
I am Mary Jane Zata. I am 30 years old and I live in Malungon, Sarangani province. I am married and my birthday is January 9, 1993. I have five children and I am third in my sisters and brother.
Okay, so what is your height and your weight?
My weight is 49 kilos, ma'am, and my height is 5.
Okay, what about your religion?
I am Christian, ma'am.
Christian. What about your educational background?
Uh, I am high school level, ma'am.
High school level. So you didn't graduate at
Yes, ma'am.
high school. Okay, so who will going to take care of your five children once you will come here to work in Malaysia?
My mother and my husband, ma'am.
How old is your husband and what is his occupation?
My husband is 36 years old, ma'am, and his work in in Adol.
Okay, so your family or your husband allow you to come here in Malaysia to work, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
So in your by data, it was stated that you worked in Saudi Arabia for 2 years way back 2016 to 2018. Did you finish your contract?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can you describe what are your duties to your previous employment? What
Introduce your
job
work.
did you do? What job did you do there?
I work all around works, ma'am.
Okay,
How household works.
and then
Cleaning. And then I clean all the specific cleaning of them.
you do cooking,
Specific.
laundry, and ironing.
Yes, ma'am.
Did
I
you
clean. I clean. I ironing the clothes. I wash the dishes and clean all houses. Done.
okay? Did you take your children, infant, or elderly to your previous employer?
Yes, ma'am.
You yes, what? You take care what?
Children, ma'am.
How old is the children?
They are 13 years old and have 16 years old and 13 years old.
Okay, so what happened? Why you didn't decided to go back home in the Philippines and didn't renew to this employer?
Uh, I I decide to not come back, madam, because of the reason that I have a problem with my salary.
Okay. So, are you aware that you need to be a multitasking because Middle East and Malaysia is quite different?
Yes.
Malaysia people is very particular when it comes of cleanliness and you must need to prepare for any races and the task that the employer will be given to you. Okay? Okay, so because there is no such a thing here that when you take care elderly or children, you were just focused on taking care only. No such a thing. You need also to do house chores at the same time. Is it okay with you?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you okay to take care elderly people while doing a general house chores at the same time?
Yes,
What
ma'am.
about taking care of infant or children?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you cook?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you caregiving for bedridden patient and disabled person?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you comfortable taking care of pets?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You speak English and you can understand English, right?
Yes,
What
ma'am.
about Malay and Mandarin?
Not much, ma'am. I can learn how to speak.
Okay, so you are aware that you have a 2 years contract and you must finish that. You already knew it because you were an ex-OFW and you already finished your 2 years contract way back before, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you already know that there will be a consequences once you will break your contract. You need to compensate your employer and at the same time the agency. So better finish your 2 years contract because nobody forced you to come here in Malaysia and you were the one who decided to come here.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ah?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So are you aware that you have a once a week rest day?
Yes, ma'am.
But you will going to stay inside the house only. You cannot go out.
Yes, ma'am.
COVID-19 is still ongoing. And if you go out, once you go back home, you don't know that you already bring the virus inside. You you know that the virus is transmitted, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So you agree that you will have your rest day inside the employer's house.
Yes, ma'am.
Sure.
Yes, ma'am.
In using of mobile handphone, you cannot hold your phone for the whole day. Rather than you can hold your phone only during night time, like 2 to 3 hours to call your family back or to contact your family back in the Philippines. After that, you will render your phone to your employer. Do you agree?
Three. Yes, ma'am.
Are you sure?
Yes, ma'am.
You know the reason why is some if you cannot control of using mobile handphone for the whole night, it might ended up the next day you don't have the energy to work and you will feel groggy. Are you okay, ate? Because if you are not comfortable with the rules, then we will not take you.
Yes, ma'am. I agree with.
Are you sure? We want the 100% willing to come here in Malaysia. We don't want later problem.
Yes, ma'am. I agree.
Okay. So this will be your second time round coming here or working in abroad. Normally, how will you gonna handle your stress and homesick problem?
Yes, ma'am. We
How
will
will you
have.
gonna handle your homesick?
I can handle my homesick, ma'am.
How?
Keep myself uh, busy with working, madam.
Okay, so lastly, my question is, why did you prefer to come here in Malaysia? Because Malaysia got lower salary than any other country, Singapore, Hong Kong, or like rather than go back in Middle East. Why you choose to come here in Malaysia?
I choose Malaysia country, madam, because I know that country, Malaysia is okay with rather than Saudi.
Okay, I think that's all for now. Thank you for your time. It was my pleasure meeting you, Mary Jane Zata. But
Thank,
please stay
yes, ma'am.
connected through WhatsApp because agents here in Malaysia will going to contact you to conduct an interview together with the employer. Yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Ma'am, thank